Welcome to the So Social Radio Show. I'm your host, Richard Martin, along with my amazing co-host,
Cheri Martin, and we are the WCN Interactive Team, your business growth, marketing, and social media strategist, helping you to
dream it, plan it, build it, and most importantly, successfully do it.
You got that right, Richard, for that growth, prosperity, and success. And, of course, each Wednesday here at 12 noon on TalkNetworkRadio.com, we share tips and techniques to grow you and your business, plus demystify social media and marketing for you so that you can have more fun.
And my favorite, more profits.
And those of you that are listening to us today, we are excited that you're with us because I know we have a very exciting show and a very special guest with us right here in the studio in Merritt Island. So I'm just going to give a shout out to Marty Duffy from the Small Business Development Center, and then we'll officially introduce him.
Okay, thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, in the rain and all, right?
It was a challenging drive, yes.
It is definitely raining hard out there, cats and dogs and everything else. But we are all here today and excited, like I said. I want to make sure that you do like us on social media at the So Social Radio Show. I do have a pinned post there if you have any questions at all today for Marty while we're here and we have him with us. We'd love to hear any questions you have. So just go to that pinned post on the So Social Radio Show on Facebook and put your questions in the comments. I'll be monitoring it today.
Well, let's talk about our sponsors here for a little bit. They're the people that allow us to be here in actuality. Sorry, Jeff, on that. But I want to start out with Toastmasters, a world leader in communications and leadership development. Find out how you can improve on your speaking and leadership skills. Visit toastmastersd84.org.
And also Constant Contact is one of our partners. They're an award-winning company empowering small businesses and nonprofits to grow and succeed through email marketing. You can be a marketer with their one toolkit, one login. You can also get a 60-day free trial with Constant Contact if you go to bit.ly/WCNFreeCTCT. And that is bit.ly/WCNFree. Yes, I did say free, CTCT, and again, 60-day free trial. Start growing your marketing list today.
And everythingbrevard.com, a Brevard County, Florida community website, keeping you up to date with everything that's happening in Brevard, and get your business listed on everythingbrevard.com.
And if you too would like to be one of our guests or an advertiser or a sponsor of the So Social Radio Show, you can contact me, Cheri, at 321-446-2156. We'd love to have a conversation with you because we would love to also showcase your expertise and help our listeners with other techniques that they can use to grow their business. And that's what we're all about, is education, and that's why we're here today. Also want to just give a shout out. We have a couple of upcoming workshops. One is my Marketing Monday workshop, which is next Monday, February 27th, and it is a free workshop. It's 30 different ways that you can use to grow your marketing list. So it's going to be a packed full hour from 2 to 3 at the Knowledge Exchange. Actually, I guess it's the Wild Manta, previously known as the Knowledge Exchange there in Palm Bay. You can go to our WCNinteractive.com page and click on the calendar and get all that information. And again, I know that you'll take away a lot of information that hour to start helping you grow your marketing list. And then, Richard, you have something next Friday, right? The 3rd of March. Gosh, hard to believe it's going to be March.
The 3rd of March, we're doing a business growth mastermind at our home on that Friday. It goes from 9 o'clock in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's a very intensive program. It is modeled after the true mastermind that was talked about in Think and Grow Rich. And it's a fun event, and you'll walk away with it with a whole new vision on your business.
And how can they get a hold of you? I know you have only, 1 or 2 slots available?
I've got 2 slots available, and just give me a call at 321-446-2155.
All right. Well, let's do the official introduction here of Marty and get this conversation rolling, because I learned myself a little bit more about the Small Business Development Center just by reading some of Marty's information. So I'm excited to have him here with us to share, because we've been a tremendous supporter of the Small Business Development Center for a number of years. So we're excited to be able to bring this information to our listeners. But Marty Duffy actually joined the Florida SBDC at Eastern Florida State College as the director after retiring from a 32 career with Xerox Corporation and British Petroleum of America. Prior to becoming the BDC director, he was a counselor and mentor for small Brevard businesses through the SBA's Service Corps of Resourced Executives, which we all know as SCORE, a tremendous program, and was a business adjunct for Eastern Florida State College. And he's currently involved in numerous ongoing activities, including instructing in various financial planning and accounting courses for Webster University, and also supporting the Brevard not-for-profit community as a volunteer, teaching literacy challenged adults to read and write. And we're going to have a little conversation today about, and I'm excited about all the information Marty's going to share on how the Florida Small Business Development Center can actually help the Florida small business community.
Great. Well, thank you.
So, welcome.
Glad to be here.
Well, again, we're just excited that you decided to journey and get into the car and drive north today, as we did. And I'm happy that you made it safely and we're here today. So I guess to get started, I'd love for you to share with our listeners exactly what as we know, the FSBDC is, Florida Small Business Development Center.
Yeah, I'd be glad to. So the Florida Small Business Development Center, it's a state-sanctioned not-for-profit or not-for-profit organization. Every state has one, so we operate under a national umbrella of the SBDC for the country. We're funded by the Small Business Administration, the state of Florida, and then we're hosted and provided additional financial assistance by the resident colleges where we reside. In my case, that's Eastern Florida State. So it's very much a partnership between academic institutions and state and federal government, providing the resources at a very local level for the immediate industries and local communities.
And you service all of Brevard County?
I service all of Brevard County. About 10,000 businesses are here.
Wow.
Small businesses that would be susceptible to receive our services. So that's a little bit about us. We've been in business about 40 years. And there is probably, there's about 1,200 counselors across the country doing what I do. So we're kind of like McDonald's. Every community has one. You just need to reach out for them.
But you don't serve fries.
We don't serve fries, right? And we don't have any Big Mac specials.
But when you're hungry to
but
get
if you're nice to us, I might bring a Big Mac for you.
And you've been with them now, what, a couple of years?
2.5 years. And before that, I was with SCORE for 2 years. And my small business background is my family's in the restaurant business. I have a series of restaurants in Brevard County and up in Mount Dora. And they had restaurants were from up in New York. So I married into the restaurant business. I've had some small businesses ourselves, and then I traveled around the world for British Petroleum and for Xerox Corporation. So, with that as background, I did retire, and now it's all about trying to give back to the community, which is why I focus on both not-for-profit and I'm doing my current position. How can you take what you've learned and give it back to the community? And there are many people like us out there, really willing to help out. And
here locally, how large is your staff? I know Tracy and Sandy and you.
Yeah, I like to think of it as an extended team. And actually, I try to get small business owners to think of their staff as extended teams. So under my immediate supervision and work with me closely as teammates, there's 1.5 people. I have a part-time worker, Tracy, and a full-time worker, Sandy, who help me with market research, getting the classes, which we offer mostly free of charge to the community. They work directly with me, but I also network very well with SCORE, with what used to be called the Women's Business Center, now We Venture, Career Source, Patrick Air Force Base, the different chambers, and they provide referrals, and we provide classes, and we work very closely together. So if you could think of from an extended partnership, there are literally close to 100 of us working together to help the small business community. And I try to get small business owners to think about the extensive network that's out there. In addition, I can pull in resources from Orlando, from Tampa, wherever I need across the country to help the business needs of the small business owner if I don't have a particular expertise or industry knowledge that they're looking for.
Oh, that's really good to know. That's definitely providing a great service then for the business here that needs that expert advice that maybe they can't get on the local market.
Yeah, not to mention that you've got a pretty good pricing strategy in the middle of all that too.
Right. There's no, well, Richard, we don't charge. We don't
I'm
charge
talking
anybody
about.
for it. We're not for profit. We don't charge. Our success factors are job creation is our, our core success factor is building the economy and job creation. And along that, we register the hours and consulting services and clients we support as kind of the leading indicators into that. But we don't charge. But I try to tell people there's really no free lunch because you're paying for us through your taxpayer dollars. And so I try to get people to put your taxpayer dollars to work. Use our services. Use the SBA. You are paying for this indirectly. And so you want to get the benefit of this.
Well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. And, just from a business standpoint, why wouldn't they consult with you? I mean, that's not a question for you to answer,
Right.
but as the business people that are listening, take advantage of what Marty has to offer and his team has to offer up there. And I know they do a number of fantastic workshops, especially the one Cheri and I do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Well, I can share with you, Richard, in my experience, the 3 areas that small businesses need help in, and then specifics what we do to help them.
That'd be
Fantastic.
great.
So let me take
great.
it through each one, and I'll do it in the stack rank priority
Okay.
of how I see it over almost the 5 years I've been here in Brevard and then working with the restaurants
That'd be good.
and the family.
Okay.
Family members tend to ignore my advice, but so we won't use them as a role model.
I got that one right. I totally
So
understand.
number 1 is in marketing. Really understand the marketing, concept of marketing. Marketing at the heart is an exchange. And then we try to take people and educate the small business owners on the concept of inbound marketing, which is use of digital media, social media, where you guys are expertise and why we use you as a classroom expert, as also the web, how to understand web traffic, how to understand Google Analytics, how to use inbound marketing techniques, and then we counsel them on outbound marketing, which is like this program here. This is an outbound marketing event. It's community engagement. You're reaching out to the market. So
Exactly.
inbound and outbound, and then getting back from the market, understanding primary and secondary research and the importance of that. So anytime you have an engagement with a person, a customer, you try to get information on that customer and keep the dialogue going even past the sales transaction. That's called primary market research. You're reaching directly out and getting information. And then secondary market research, we spend a lot of time on understanding the industry trends, understanding the big picture. And this is actually where we pull reports for clients and tell them about how the industry is doing, what the industry trends are. If they profile their target market, I'll tell them where their target market is, who the decision makers are, the contact names of the decision makers, and how to reach them. So we try to get an exchange on marketing, both inbound and outbound, and primary and secondary research, with the end result being a marketing plan, something that's actionable. And when you said grow and prosper, give them the activities that will cause them to grow and prosper. So a lot on marketing. And you can see that our course offerings at Eastern Florida State SBDC are very much orientated towards marketing. Your course is social media, video marketing, digital marketing, because that's what the clients need.
Exactly. That's what they're searching for today.
Absolutely.
And it's ever evolving, so they need to stay on top of it.
So you can see I get really engaged on this. I just came from a couple client sessions. The second thing that's really important to clients is financial management. And there's multiple flavors for that. Is based on the needs of your business, where can you get money? We'll look at we'll call it the C's of capital and evaluate people and then show them the path where they can most likely get funding from. Perhaps it's a grant, although that's very hard to get, but a loan or equity or using crowdfunding techniques or using bootstrap, pulling themselves up by the bootstrap. And then if they do have poor credit scores, how to improve their credit scores. And then inside of financial